Good morning, friends. Once again, hearty welcome to the online class of English grammar. I hope you are keenly following the classes which is given from St. Thomas More and especially the English grammar you are learning as well as I hope you are doing your homeworks. So, as you know, last class we were discussing about the present tense. And in the present tense, we have learned about the two things, two forms we have learned. One is simple present, and the second one is present continuous. And today we are going to learn about the next two forms that are present perfect and present perfect continuous. And again, I hope that you might have learned the formulas plus how to use these two. And today you make sure that you learn the formulas of present perfect as well as present perfect continuous. So let us straight away enter into our lesson. Present perfect tense. Now in the present perfect tense, or when do we use this present perfect tense? You might have studied in the previous classes. The present perfect tense we use to tell about a time period which started or began in the past, but now it is leading up to the present. Let us see the example, then let us go to the formula. We have received your gift. The gift we have received, the gift received in the past, but now we have that gift with us. So we tell someone we have received your gift. Or Ruben has bought a new t-shirt. He bought this t-shirt in the past. Now also he is having. Now what is a formula? Subject plus has or have plus past participle form of the main verb plus rest of the sentence. And when do we use has or how? That you need to understand. With the third person singular, we use has, and with all other times we will be using how. What are the third person singular? He, she, or it. We have received your gift. I have received your gift. You have received your gift. He has received your gift. She has received your gift. It has received your gift. Or they have received your gift. So this will be the formula. Now let us see how to make uh, the negative sentence as well as how to form the questions in the present perfect. Now, in order to make the negative sentence, just add a note between has or have and past participle form of the verb. So let us first see the formula. Subject plus has or have plus note plus past participle form of the verb plus the rest of the sentence. For example, we have received your gift. So what would be the negative of that? We have not received your gift. So one more thing, you can say have not or haven't, you can say, or has not or hasn't. For example, he has eaten. He hasn't eaten or he has not eaten. Now, in order to form the question, the auxiliary verb, that is has or have, should come in the beginning of the sentence, then subject, then the verb, then rest of the sentence. So what will be the formula? Has or have plus subject plus past participle form of the verb plus rest of the sentence plus a question mark. Question mark is always necessary for each and every question. Now, let us see one example. Has Meenu completed her master's? Or let us take the previous example. We have received your gifts. How we received your gift, or how you received our gifts, or has she received our gifts, or has he received our gifts. And remember, friends, one more thing that you will be studying in the later classes, but the common mistake we make it is of uh, the usages of present perfect with some past statements. For example, he has gone to Kolkata yesterday, or he has gone to Ahmedabad yesterday. That statement is wrong. That statement you need to say in simple past form. That means he went to Ahmedabad or he went to Calcutta yesterday. That action is already completed in the in the past itself. So you need to use, if you are using yesterday, the term yesterday, you need to use the simple past form of the verb. Now let us see a few usages. As we have seen, talk about the past in relation to the present. Suppose you have learned something. Whenever, for example, whenever you hear about this present tense or past tense, you might have been thinking, oh, I have already learned in the 5th standard. The same thing. In order to tell about some action in the past that has got a relation in the present, we speak present perfect. I have learned the English grammar in the 5th standard. Or the example, Sanya has learned karate. That means she knows karate now. Or Sumit has been a fan of Ustad Zakir Hussain since his childhood. Now also he is a fan, so we use has been a fan. Now adverbs like never, often, just, already, and yet are often used with present perfect. So we can use these adverbs. I have never been to Sikkim. Nadeem has just left for the railway station. Have we already finished the painting, or haven't they called you yet? All these are the examples. So you can use these adverbs too. Now let us see about the second one, that is the present perfect continuous. Present perfect tense, perfect continuous tense combines the ideas of the present perfect and the present continuous. So what is happening here? Both the ideas of present perfect as well as present continuous have been taken. Now, some activity has started in the present. Now also it is continuing. So we use the present perfect continuous tense. For example, I have been waiting for Rohan since 3 o'clock. Now it may be almost 8:30 or 9 o'clock, and still I have been waiting since 3 o'clock. And I started waiting at 3 o'clock, and now also I am waiting. So some action or some event started in the past, and now also it is continuing. Or else, look at next example. They have been attending the event every year from 1980. So 1980 onwards, they have been attending. So 1980 they started attending, and now also they attend every year. So now let us go for the formula. Subject plus has or have plus been plus ing form of the main verb. Let us say the formula again. subject plus has or have plus been plus ing form of the main verb plus the rest of the sentence. For example, Teresa has been keeping ill. We have been trying to find a way out from here. Now let us see how to make a negative sentence. In order to make the negative sentence, you need to put not after the auxiliary verb has or have. Then the rest of the sentence. That means the formula will be subject plus has or have plus not plus been plus ing form of the verb plus object. Look at the example. I have not been or I haven't been waiting for Rohan. She hasn't been talking to me since last few years. She is a subject, then has, since she is third person singular, then not, then been, ing form of the verb, plus the rest of the sentence, the object. Now, in order to make the question, what we need to do is has or have to be put in the beginning of the sentence. That is, has or have plus subject plus been plus ing form of the verb plus rest of the sentence plus the question mark. Have you been waiting for Rohan? Have you been waiting for Rohan? So with this, we are finishing today's class. I hope you are at home spending time with your parents as well as with your siblings. And today, before I end, a small quotation for you. No act of kindness, no matter how small, is wasted. No act of kindness, no matter how small, is wasted. Now, for you, the act of kindness towards the society is to stay at home. And staying at home will never be wasted, because remember one thing, that you are the future of this society. You are going to be the next Einstein, or you are going to be the next Abdul Kalam of this society. So stay at home and do the good works for the society, for your household. Thank you.